A nation which, since time immemorial, had controlled more than one-third of the world economy till the 17th century. A nation so rich that a consistent loot of its wealth for over 1,000 years could not uproot its very existence. A nation which was internationally renowned and known as the Golden Bird and was the center of attraction of the whole world. A nation where the best students from all corners of the world came to study. The sheer size of its universities can neither be comprehended nor imagined by today's educationists of even top Western universities and policy makers of advanced countries. A nation where everyone was literate, whose culture was all science, which gave science to the world through its Sanskrit literature, particularly in the 17th and 18th centuries. A nation which gave so much to the world, not to forget, all with peace and brotherhood, never known for aggression, propagated the concept of the whole world is a family, Vasudev Kutumbakam. That nation today is struggling to stand on its own. Why? About 180 years ago, a shrewd man travelled to India with the intention to establish foreign rule over this land. His name was Macaulay. It was at the time when India was struggling to stand again on its original idea of Hinduism, as the Mughals had grown weak. Macaulay realized that this country's integrity and strength lie in its Gurukul system. If this nation had to be ruled, the social integrity in the form of Varnashram needed to be broken. And that would be possible only when millions of functioning Gurukuls were destroyed. So, his focus was on education. He knew that the secret of success of establishing and sustaining British power on this land was education. Hence, he chose to attack the core, that is, the Indian age-old system of Gurukul education by all means. Today, the reason for division and loss of culture is the loss of Gurukuls. Education today and Macaulay are not two different themes. They are two sides of the same coin. Hence, to rise again, India has to get rid of Macaulay. India has to coin its own education system. Question is, how? What would the new model be? We first need to be able to objectively view the problems in education from all perspectives, which will subsequently result in problem identification, problem definition, problem analysis, understanding the Gurukul system, corrective action, leading to feasible solutions. If I teach you German by talking only in German and not in the language you understand, you will not only take a very long time to learn very little, there is every chance that you will lose interest in learning German itself. This is so simple to understand. Why are we imposing 7 to 8 books in English and prefer to talk in English to a child whose natural language is Indian? Why is a student guided by so many teachers right from primary? Why do we keep changing teachers with changing classes? Where would the child find an ideal where the master knows all that the student is set to learn? This leads to the structure of periods where learning is not possible within half an hour. Consequently, homework and tuition comes into practice. Why should parents pay to both schools and tuitions? Where is the accountability? Do we have a curriculum that meets the goals of primary and secondary? Can a child use the content of primary standards in secondary? Why are our curriculum glorifying the invaders and foreigners? Why have our curriculum rejected the ideas of Bharat, the sciences of Bharat, and the spirituality of Bharat? Where is the scope of research and experiments in our curriculum and assessment design? What is the goal of our primary and secondary education? How does a degree guarantee quality in students? Have we defined quality of humans in education? When we are looking for foreign models, is our goal to depend on them to correct us? If our goal is to lead the world again, where have we defined it? Who will give a correct input about the psychological tendencies of the student? Who will work on setting the right path for the students, both in terms of behavior and skill? What are the ideals we are presenting to them? Will fiction and unreal examples inspire them for anything? Why have we not focused on giving best examples from our nation's history, which has produced hundreds of great heroes in all fields? Why have we not included the culture of this nation, which historically delivered peace and prosperity as the core culture in all schools? Why should the core identity and culture of India succumb to the politics of religions? Do we have a system or experts that can identify the innate abilities in children? Why students are not clear even till 10th standard about the choice of career courses? Why is there a big gap between tertiary education and industrial practices? What is the alternative career guarantee when they are spending heavy amount in higher education? What is the right time to start building the skills, tertiary or secondary? How do we guarantee good soft skill in industry?